Are you looking for the best beard straightener for men? Well, we've got this one right here. Figured I'd show this thing off to you guys today. So let's go ahead and grab that Mike Vance knife right there so we can open this bad boy on up and see what we got on the inside here. If y'all find this video helpful, definitely appreciate you guys doing that helpful for me right there. All right, let's let this slowly open on up. Bam, there we go. And let's see what we got. All right, Groom Smarter. So this right here is going to be your carrying case for it. We like to go on a lot of road trips, so it'll be nice to be able to easily take that with us. On the bottom here, you do have a little instrucciones right there, so you might need some of that. Looks like some stickers fell out of there. I'll try and grab that towards the end, but let's open this on up and see what we got. All right, this looks very nice. What's in here? Okay, so this is going to be your cable right here. It's a simple USB-C to USB-C braided cable right there. So I really like how they've used a nice high-quality cable, something that's not going to fall apart on you like a bunch of those other ones do. So that's awesome. This is a solid 4-foot cable right there as well. So that should be plenty enough to be able to get it to be charged up for you. On the other side, you're going to have your beard straightener here. Let's go ahead and grab that on out of there. Oh man, it's got a nice beefiness to it. That's because you're gonna have a battery in here, and that's really gonna, one, last a while, but also it's gonna heat up a lot easier for you too. So let's see if we can figure out how to use this. I'm noticing that there's a button right here and there's a button right here. So let me press. All right, nothing happened. Let me hold that. Oh, we got a 3, a 2, a 1. And then it turns on. Okay, that's really cool that it gives you that countdown so that you don't accidentally press it and it turn on and you don't realize that it's on. It actually have to hold it down for those 3 seconds to be able to get it going on. Looks like you have a temperature reading right here. Oh, you guys can see how fast that's going up. Look, I mean, 2 minutes into this video, half of it was unboxing. We're already at almost 100 degrees right there. That's amazing. And then look, you have a little indicator for your battery life right there, so you know exactly what your battery's like. Let's see what this other button does. Oh, okay, cool. That lets you be able to change the different temperature settings here. So it starts at 200, 250, 300, 350, 400. So the hottest you can go is 400. So I'm assuming for like a coarser beard, you're going to need a higher heat. Or if you have maybe a longer beard too, you might want something a little bit higher heat. I'm going to go with like a 250, just kind of test that out. I'm kind of curious to see what happens there. So we just need to let that get nice and hot. I'm going to put my hand over this. I can feel that heat coming up through there. Another nice thing about this too is that you do have these nice big bristles right here so that you have a little bit of room between the heat and your face so that you don't burn yourself with that. But then also it lets you be able to use this as a brush as well, so you can really get that brush going on in the beard, and that always feels nice. You know, if you're a married man or have a lady in the house, or I guess another man, you like it whenever they scratch your beard. Like, that just feels so good to me. I love it whenever I just lay down and my wife comes up and she's like, just starts scratching and whatnot. And so something like this kind of gives you that same feeling because these bristles are nice and tough. It's not like a flimsy hairbrush style. So I really like that. God, that feels so good right there. So if you have a beard, you can just simply put that into there. Get it nice and I can feel that heat coming through. It's feeling good. I like to come down to a little point right here, so this might help me to kind of get my point. Ah, that feels nice, I gotta say. And I'm noticing that it doesn't get, like, usually whenever I start scratching my beard just because I'm bored or whatever, I notice that it, like, flakes on, especially if I'm wearing the dark jacket. I'll notice, like, flakes coming down and whatnot. And I'm not really seeing that on the brush right here as well, which is awesome. So it should stay nice and clean. Let's see, let me go up underneath. If you want to do an underbrush. Yeah, this thing is awesome. I like it. And it feels good on the face. It's really doing a good job of getting it. You know, mine's not very big, but I've got like a lot of like little weird hairs that just kind of stick out every now and again. And sometimes it's hard to get them back into place. And so something like this, you can really dig down into it and get it nice and brushed out. So that's awesome, man. I really like this thing. It's comfortable too. Yeah, this is awesome right there. If you guys are looking for an excellent beard straightener right here, definitely go and grab y'all one of this. Let's see, turning it off. I bet you have to hold it down. Yeah, you got to hold it down to turn it off right there. And then, of course, you just simply pop it right back on into your case. Or, look, your charger right here is on the bottom. You know what? I'm kind of curious to know what happens whenever you plug it in. Like, what type of indication does it give you that it's charging? So let's take a look at that real quick. Plug that right on. Okay, yeah, so look, that little battery icon comes back up, and it lets you know exactly how much you have left to charge on it. Now, I'm also curious to know, can you turn it on and use it while it's plugged in as well? So let's test that out. 3, 2, 1. Boom, it is on right there. Let's bring it back on, get some heat going there. Can I feel that heat? Oh, yeah. Yep. I just really like doing this now. I wonder if it would work for hair. Like if you had really curly or wavy hair, if you could run this through it and it would help to straighten it out. I might have to test that out with my wife actually, because she has like really long and thick hair and it's got a little bit of a wave to it. So I might have her grab this and be like, hey, just test this out and let's see if it'll straighten your hair, just like a beard hair would. So I'm going to let her, if she's interested, I'm going to let her test that out. But I really like how you can use this while it's plugged in as well. Just hold down that button to turn it off. Let's see, let me take a look at, this is the MK18 called the Beard Boss right there. I like that name. Makes it sound awesome. Let's see, you got a little card thingy right there. They tell you about all the parts in the instructions here, about the different parts of the brush. So you have the, oh, you know what I want to do real quick before we go through that? Measure it. How big is this thing? Because you might want to know if you can take this in like a suitcase or something like that, or a briefcase. You're looking at about 8 inches right there going across. Thickness going across here is about 2 inches. And then with the bristles, you're looking at about 2 inches high right there. So 8 by 2 by 2, that's a good size right there. I mean, that's a pocketable size right there if you wanted to put it into the pocket. So right here you have your heated brush teeth, your infrared LED light, the beard straightener body, your power button, your temperature control button, your digital battery and temp display, USB-C charging port, USB-C charging cable, and the premium travel case right there. This is all of the information about it. Look, it holds up to 300 minutes of charge time there. You have a lithium ion battery, 7.4 volts, rated at 10 watts of power. This is the MK18. Before you begin, always inspect your beard straightener for damaged before using it. To protect the battery life, avoid charging in extreme temperatures, and by extreme they mean below 32 or above 104. So don't go straightening in your sauna. Only use the accessories that come with the charger. For charging it, it says charge your beard straightener fully before first use. To begin charging, connect the USB-C. Okay, we know how to charge something. While charging, the battery indicator, the indicator, allow approximately 300 minutes for a full charge. What would that be, like 3 hours? 360 plus 60 plus 60 is... Math. It's going to take like 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours to get a fully charged from a dead charge if you have 300 minutes. When fully charged, all bars inside the battery icon will remain solid and stop cycling. Unplug the cable from the beard straightener and it's ready to use. Okay, that's interesting that they put that in there because from what I can tell, it works while it's plugged in as well. And then it talks about using your beard straightener right here. Just kind of goes through all the instructions that you might need. Maintaining, you're going to want to do routine cleaning, such as turning off and allow the device to cool. Wipe the outer surface with a soft, dry cloth. Do not immerse in water or use chemical cleaners. That's very important because you have electronic components all through there. Store in a cool, dry place. Use a travel case for transport and avoid crushing or bending the heated teeth. And then they have some troubleshooting right here if you guys care for any of that right there. And then there's also just your important safety notices right there if you guys need any of that information. So all in all, very simple to use. Very intuitive right out of the box. Y'all definitely need to go and grab y'all one of these if this is something that you're looking for. I'm impressed by it. Great gift for a man who's got a beard and they like to keep it, you know, kind of clean and kempt and looking good. So thank y'all for watching. Y'all let me know if this was helpful. If it was, there's that helpful right there. Definitely appreciate you guys looking that up for me. Y'all go and add this to your cart. And thank you to these guys for sending this to me so I can show it off to y'all. Thank y'all for watching. And Dad out.